Hello, my name's Hemingway Jones, and today I'd like to introduce you to a technique that I call ink blending. It's very simple. It's done inside your pen, but it creates these fantastic, interesting effects while you write. And all it takes is a little bit of courage. So join me, won't you, when I introduce you to ink blending. Okay, let's go through our tools for today. We're going to use this gorgeous, very large Rhodia fountain pen paper pad. Look at all this real estate we have to play with. You should feel how smooth this is. My hand is just gliding along with it. And as you know, Rhodia paper is fantastic for showing the quality of different types of ink. And that's part of what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be mixing inks a bit in a very interesting way. Our pen will be controversial, the Montblanc Bohème. Why is it controversial? Because this is a fountain pen that is particularly difficult to clean and important to keep clean because the mechanism inside can get jammed up if it gets all full of ink and if you're careless. And I'm going to be a little careless today, but I do have a tool that cleans this magnificently, but that's a story for another day. So I have a cartridge in here of red ink, which I adore. It goes with the cabochon there on the clip. But I also have a black cartridge, which I will be using as well. So these are our tools. I'm ready to write with it. I'm very curious how this is going to come out for me today. So I do often make the point that we clean our pens entirely too much, and we're just a little paranoid about cleanliness of our pens. Sure, it's important, but these are very tough little writing instruments, and they can hold up to a little bit of abuse. So let's uncap the Bohème and get it going. It's a lot of fun to use this pen. You have the retractable nib, super fun. All right, really beautiful red ink in here. Currently, it's Kaweco red. Kind of an unsung ink, doesn't get a lot of love. Okay, so we're doing ink blending today, and this is a technique where we are going to brazenly swap out our cartridges mid-stream. So we're going to simply take out our red and put in our black. Ooh, love the click that ink makes. It's so satisfying when you swap an ink cartridge. Now, I know many of you just want to clean your pens thoroughly every time you change inks, and it is the best thing to do, but imagine for a minute that you don't. What's going to happen? Well, let me show you. It's kind of a really interesting technique as the color that was in there gradually changes to the color that's in there now. So the capillary action is now taking place, and this black is starting to mix with the red. I mean, look at that. It's creating a sheen effect and just blending the two colors together. So it goes from that gorgeous red to a bit of red and black. This is such a nice pen to use. It's so smooth and flows so much. It's perfect for this experience. So you can see gradually more and more black going in. So you can see that it's becoming more and more black as we go along. And the fun part about this is that the black is like a sheen. It comes in gradually and then it just overtakes the red. It just sweeps in the red and the red becomes the sheen and it just becomes dominant black. It's really interesting, a lot of fun. Okay, I think it's time to change back to red to make it even more interesting. The reason I'm not using a color like blue is that the black will just simply mix with the blue and look like blue-black, which is quite dark, for a very long time before it gets back to pure blue. But if you go to red, it's more of a progression because they're such different colors. And as you can see, we started out with a very red, pure red, and then it was red with a bit of black sheen. Then the black took over where it was black with a bit of red sheen until ultimately it turned into all black. But what we're going to do now is make the transition back, basically, which is a lot of fun because if you were doing this in your journal, you would see this progression between the two colors and back again. And depending on the pen and how the feed works and all of that, it is a really interesting blending that you only have so much control over. So sometimes it happens quicker than other times, but it's certainly interesting. We put Kaweco red back in here. So almost pure black now. So we're about 3 lines in, and I can already see the red come out. So as you can see, it's gradually making its way back to the red color. So this is just a fun way to sort of be lazy, not clean your pen, and allow there to be a bit of a transition between your colors. So it's not just a stark change from red to black, but a gradual transition between those two colors. It's really beautiful and a lot of fun on the page. So it's certainly something I do. I don't do it all the time, but I get bored sometimes and I start thinking creatively, and these are the sort of things I come up with. I was just curious if anybody else does this as well. I call it ink blending, but it's a lot of fun to do, and it really gives your writing a character that no other ink can match. Let me know if you want to try it. It's pretty easy. You just don't clean your pen and keep writing. Thanks so much. So what do you think of ink blending? Is this something you want to try in your fountain pen, or are you worried about it being too dirty with mixing inks? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. If you know someone who might enjoy this kind of video, please forward it to them, and also like, comment, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it very much. And also, membership is available if you'd like to support the channel even more. Come behind the scenes. We have a pen pal group for Cognoscenti and Illuminati members. It's a lot of fun. So I make new videos all the time, and I have a live show each Tuesday night at 8 p.m. So I can promise you we will see each other again very, very soon further up the road. So take care of yourself, won't you?